And hello, welcome to the Vegas Cup Round 5, and we are in the Split 3 lobby, and we will be getting ready to go here in about 5 minutes. We'll let the drivers continue to practice, and I need to turn my TV down. Okay. We got some cars on the track. Go ahead and display everything. So Bubsy's the only one on track for now. So we've got 6 drivers again. Bubsy, Insane Zane, Wiglub, Williams, Rick James, and Yu. Getting a little glance at people's tires there, softs and mediums. I think everything is on the table to be used. No fear of rain, just fear of walls and curbs and grass. So we will go ahead and set the lobby here for the race. We'll let them go for 5 more minutes. So let's see here. Let's get out of here. We'll show you behind the scenes. So we're going to change the grid order. We're going to move Insane up to the top. Yu will be second. Bubsy third. Rick James is next. Under Rick James is Williams. And Wiglub is 6th. So we'll apply that. So we've got our grid set. I do not want to enter the race. I want to spectate. That was where we were running into problems last time, is I think I had entered the race and I should have just been spectating. So we have 60 minutes around St Croix B, one of my favorite layouts. We'll go ahead and take a look at the layout, and we will not forget to get rid of the layout this time. So here he is on the bridge. So we've got a total of 14 corners. Turn 1 is the first turn after the straight stretch, a passing zone, but also a track limits bear. 2 is a good passing zone. 4, 5, and 6 is all in a row. 6 is leading onto the bridge, which is kind of tough. You might hit the bridge abutment there. Yu is going into, I think, 9. Here she goes into 10. So we're in the 10. Heading into 11, which is flat out. 12 coming up. Maybe a little, if you get 12 and 13 right, that sets you off really nice for 14. which is deceptive and will throw you wide into the wall if you're not careful. Seen some races in positions lost at the end of a race because of that turn. So here you are on the front stretch again. So there's several opportunities for passing and locations. So we will go back to the live stream here. So we'll do that. And let's tell our drivers. Ready? Check. So we will make sure everyone is ready. Bubsy's ready. UU's ready. Rick James ready. Insane Sane. 1, 2, 3, 4. So so we will be getting ready to start here. Wiglub is ready. Set the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Porsche. So this is a charity race for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. We have encouraged the drivers to make a kid-friendly livery if they wish. So that is where we are with that. So let's go ahead and say let's go. And good luck. Okay, here we are. So start the race. Okay, we'll go ahead and mute that music. Spectator mode. All right, so here we are. We're heading out, getting ready to start. There's the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and there you are off. And we got a big move going to the inside in the middle. Williams heading towards the front, making it 3 wide into turn 1. Insane Zane backs out a little bit. Williams goes a little wide, touches the grass, but everybody is still facing the right direction as we go into turn 3. Heavy braking. Everybody safely through. Wiglub, last week's winner, side by side by Williams. Rick James is in the lead in the Renault. Bubsy's in second. Insane Zane has dropped back a little bit, but everybody's still operational. I think Bubsy may have tapped the wall there, no damage. UU heading up to second place. Heavy braking off the bridge. Wiglub making his move on the inside. Insane Zane holding it on the outside. Good luck. Stays off the wall. Rick James got a little bit of a cushion back to second place. UU's in second. Bubsy third. Williams fourth. Wiglub fifth. And Insane Zane in sixth. This is an important corner here. UU goes a little wide into gravel. May have got pushed. Let's go see what happened. Bubsy got it a little wrong, pushed UU and may have kind of pushed her off the road. Williams takes advantage and gets up to third place. There we go. Bubsy is back to fifth place. UU's going around Insane Zane now. We're trying to going into turn one. We've lost Wiglub. Not sure what happened there. I don't think we can go far enough back. Nope. So Rick James is in the lead. Williams in second. UU's in third. Insane Zane goes a little wide. Bubsy goes wide as well, and he's got a second penalty. Let's see what happened if we can... Not sure what the penalty was. Wide and just skimmed off that. Bubsy's got the slipstream of Insane Zane. Wiglub back there in the back. I'm sure he will catch the front. First, second, and third have all kind of stretched out. Fourth place, Insane Zane. Bubsy yanks it back to the inside to keep from hitting the wall. Still has to serve that 1 second penalty. I can't remember where the penalty zone is, but that might put him back towards the clutches of Wiglub. Rick James still in the lead with almost a 3 second advantage over Williams in second place, who has 3 seconds on UU, who's got 4 seconds on Zane and oh! Bubsy got it wrong again. Oh. He held on to that for as long as he could. Little front end damage that will repair itself here shortly. He has served his penalty. So that was enough of a mistake to get Wiglub up into fifth place, fighting his way back. He's a pretty fast driver, so I expect him to maybe catch up with some of the crew in front of him. Rick James still holding that same 2.7 seconds over Williams. 3 seconds back to that is UU, and St. Zane is 6 seconds behind that, and 5 seconds behind is Zane is Wiglub, and Bubsy is back there 2 seconds behind him. So kind of getting spread out here a little bit. But anything can happen. As you can tell, we have had some drivers go off. So Rick James still in the lead, 2.6 out. Williams still here in second. So let's see, does he have a particular thing going on with his livery? Not at the moment. Just has that color change, green and red. Williams here in the Ferrari, which looks like a team livery. Then we have UU here in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in third, Porsche. Insane Zane here in the McLaren. Going silver and gold this time. I will not sing the Christmas song from, was it Rudolph? Silver and gold, silver and gold. Glad to have you here there, Flack. So Insane Zane being followed by Wiglub. See how this goes down into the... I've always liked this part. It's like hit that brake at that little patch of asphalt, then kick it in the pants and get across. Slipstream. Gonna go to the inside. Ooh, he moves the block. You brake at this triangle. Safely through. And then a little lift. Oh, a little hit. Just a little bit, a little push. McLaren's pretty strong compared to that Renault. So we'll go back up here real quick. Rick James in first. Williams is hunting him down. Couple tenths off that lead. You use 6 seconds. That's been about the same the whole time. Insane Zane has been able to keep fourth place. Wiglub going wide, getting a little touchy there. Oh, we didn't go far enough back. Check out this battle here. Going up into turn 4. Insane Zane and a little slip. This looks dicey. Wiglub. Oh no. Hit that curb and that threw him wide. He had to let up. Oh no. A little tap there. Goes a little wide here and then a little thump there on the... And then Bubsy got him around me too. So an unfortunate set of corners there for Insane Zane. Got it back going forward. No damage to his car, so that's good. Rick James may as well start talking about tires here. Fuel looks to be no issue, but the tires, fronts seem to be a little worse off than the backs. And we are 11 minutes into the race. So those tires might make it 20-some minutes. Got Williams here. His tires look pretty good. Racing softs as well. You can see he has made up some time. 1.8 seconds behind the leader, Rick. Her tires are looking excellent. She's on mediums, so she's going to do a long stint. So different strategy than the first two, so that should work out for her. I think so racing mediums, half tank of fuel. She's actually got the worst, a little worse fuel mileage than the two in front of them. But those tires will let that car go to the end of the fuel tank. I'm not sure if these tires will make it the full stint of fuel, so she probably will have 4 or 5 laps on them, maybe. So okay, we'll go back, we'll continue down. Wiglub, he's on mediums as well. Better fuel. Yep, so probably got a couple laps of fuel on third place, so that'll work to his advantage. Bubsy here in the Ferrari. Not as good fuel, but good tires on medium tires. It looks like he and UU are about even as far as tire and fuel usage go. Insane Zane, good fuel, bad tires. So we are got different strategies here going on. May need to do 2 pit stops, so maybe 2 stints of mediums and a soft. Ooh. I do like that section through there. So Rick James is being pursued by Williams here. It was up to 3 seconds, now it's down to 1.4. And if you hit the grass like that, missed the apex there, would put him wide and compromises this onto the bridge. So you can tell he's lost a lot of time there. Rick James being hunted down by Williams. That Ferrari closing in on the back of that Renault. A little tap of the wall there, but no damage. Or it was so close that I thought that was a hit, but the time he's stretching it out a little bit, so he got through that post bridge section a little better than Williams. So UU's here still in third place, 8 seconds back. Wiglub 13 seconds back in fourth. Bubsy with half-second penalty. Somewhere he's cut the corner somewhere from the looks of it, I guess. Insane Zane there, so let's get back up to the front. Rick James still up there by 1.4 seconds, so he was able to stretch that lead through that technical section of the track. So he's built it back up to 1.5. We'll stick with this one here and see. We'll go on board. Why not? Using all those curbs. The downhill slalom section here. Kind of like a giant slalom. Brake at that patch. That really wants to throw you to the left. There we go. So that Ferrari has the advantage in the first half, and then the Renault seems to have the advantage in the second half. UU's holding third place, kind of a lonesome drive at this point. Wiglub here in fourth. Bubsy back here in 5th. Insane Zane here in 6th. So what is that? 13 seconds between 3rd and 4th place. We'll keep an eye on that time. Rick James right on the back end of Williams here. See if he can spread it out here in this technical section. That always feels good when you get that right. So he's put it up to 1 second again. Got a little better run off that last corner. Williams is still pursuing that first place. UU has dropped back a little bit in 3rd place. Williams' tires are looking not so good. Same for Rick. That left front on Rick's is not going to last much longer. Left rear and left front. That left rear on Williams is really done for. I'd say they've got maybe one more lap. They may go into the lap this time, or go into pit this time. UU's looking really good there as far as tire wear. Wiglub is looking just as good as tire wear, but better on the fuel. Bubsy's good tire wear, not so good fuel. Yeah, right now, UU seems to have the worst mileage of all the cars. See, Rick James coming down this long, straight stretch with a little kink that you do not need to brake for. Go in here. Start braking around 100. Or just past. Pretty quick here. Could have used more of the road. He's up 2 seconds on Williams, so somebody's made a little mistake somewhere. Just tap, tap, tap those apexes through there. Let's see what happens. Is he going to go in? Are they not? Going in. So safely inside of that solid white line and just floor it. Oh no! See what happens. Oh, got a tank slapper there. And then, oh! Trying to get off the wall. You might want reverse. I think that looks like technical problems there. I would say that is a malfunction of equipment. So we had a really good race going on there. Probably had to reset his wheel or something. But he's dropped all the way from 2nd back into 5th place. That's a shame. UU is in the lead now due to pit stops. Still plenty of life in those tires. And got some fuel left. We're 20 minutes into this race with 38 to go. So let's see if they can make enough fuel mileage. Could just one stop it. I'd say that's what Wiglub is planning on. 9 seconds back from UU, so has pretty much taken off 5 seconds from that difference there. At one point, they were at least 14 seconds back, using every bit of the paved surface there. Mia is out here in the lead, going into turn 14. And staying out for another lap or two. Wiglub here in second place, stays out. Rick James, fuel, and on mediums. So got rid of the softs, no more soft tires on mediums. And is in place to maybe maintain the lead once others go into the pits. But the question is, can they make it to the end on fuel? And I don't think they would be able to, unless they did some short shifting right now and try to conserve fuel for the moment where they can monitor it. Bubsy here with a second penalty. Going through the pre-bridge snake there. You still out here in the front. Lifts a little there to keep it from going into the Armco. Wiglub here in second still. Rick James in third. And has second place in their sights. So obviously when Wiglub makes his pit stop, he will relinquish the second place position, and Rick James should get that position. Bubsy here in fourth. Everything seems to be working again for Williams. Yu is in the pits because fuel. So she made it 24 laps or 24 minutes. So we'll need to pit again. We put Wiglub up into first place for now. Yu making it out of the pits. No 3-second penalty. And 2.8 seconds ahead of Williams, who has not pitted. Or, yeah, they did, because they came in after they hit the wall. So, not a bad choice. Wiglub will need to pit this turn for fuel. Kind of curious to see what tires he will put on. What tires did Yu put on racing softs after starting on the mediums? So those soft tires definitely will not make it to the end of the race. So we'll stick here for a few moments, or just go back and check. Rick James here in second place. Bubsy in third. Yu's dropped back to fourth place due to the pit stop. And Williams is close behind. 1.5 seconds. Not sure if they will work together. Let's see. So Yu's on softs. Williams also is on softs, so maybe. Let's see. They definitely have to pit. Sorry about that. There he goes. Into the pits. And Rick James will retake the lead from Pryor before the pit stop. And Bubsy's still back there in third. He's coming into the pits too, so you will take over second place. And 15 seconds back, more or less. Little slide job there. Williams in third. Wiglub is out of the pits and back into the Fury. Bubsy is too. And Insane Zane still pounding around. Fresh medium tires. Rick James tires look good. UU's tires are fresh. Bubs with a half-second penalty. I think he's going to get the award for the most penalties of the race. Rick James in the lead, a significant lead by if that. So yeah, Rick James running away with it for now. 14 seconds ahead of UU. If he spreads out a little more, he might be able to go in and come out and still have the lead. If not, it'll be very close. I mean, I have a feeling everybody will need to pit for a second time. But should be a late stage pit and be able to put probably another set of soft tires and not 100% fuel and get to the end of the race. Williams catching up here on the racing softs, but not fresher, but that Ferrari has some speed to it. Check up here on our leader, Rick. 14 seconds, so put a little bit of distance between them and second place. Second and third going at it here. Fourth place, Wiglub is all by himself. Bubsy's all by himself as well. And Insane Zane just made a little faux pas. What happened here? Oh, just went a little wide and then spun and spun. But back out on the way, underway. So Rick James here in first place still. You still in second for now. Williams closing in third place. Wiglub here in fourth place. Bubsy in fifth. Insane Zane in sixth place. And back around. Across the start finish. Completing 14 laps and on the 15th lap. So that means this race should run about 28-29 laps. And that will get you to the end of the race. going to say, I don't think you can see where they, yeah, they're, maybe that 8, 9, that may have been where they did their pit stop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, but they had to pit because they were on soft tires and they were done for. So should be able to go a significant further distance on these medium tires compared to the softs. And we've got a change of position possibly. No, Williams was trying. Still in pursuit of second place after that horrific front straight accident. Continuing to follow in the tire tracks of UU. Wiglub here in 4th place still. Bubsy 11 seconds back in 5th. Insane Zane. Getting ready to get on the bridge and just about rubbed a coat of paint off there. Rick James here in a commanding 13-second lead. Going through the front here onto the bridge. A little rub there on the guardrail. Still got this battle for 2nd and 3rd place going on. Williams has not been able to get around that Porsche. See if that Ferrari has some extra speed going through this straight stretch. See what he can do in these corners, but that should be where the Porsche shines. Yep, that Porsche has definitely got the legs through this section of the track. And time to get off the soft tires. So Williams comes in for his 2nd stop. And this should be the final stop. Should be able to get some medium tires and a full tank of fuel. So there we go. Let's see what tires he came up with. And that's what we thought, racing mediums. Rick James, still plenty of fuel, plenty of tires, so definitely no pit stop thoughts there. Still some tires plenty of fuel. I think the tires will go before the fuel does. Wiglub has fallen back a little bit. Or no, wait, Wiglub was always right there. Just 9 seconds off of second place. Tires look spectacular. Good bit of fuel left. 22 minutes, so it's a good chance it's a nose stopper. 22 seconds to the lead. So if he goes no stop, that'll put him pretty close to being in the lead, with Rick being probably a little closer than Wiglub would like once he's done with the pit stop. So we still have Rick James in the lead, UU in second still, Wiglub in third, Williams here in fourth. After a pit stop with new tires and a full tank of fuel. 36 seconds back from the leader, so if those front cars come in and pit, he stands a chance of maybe one of those at least second or third position. Bubsy here in fifth place. Got those lights flashing from his controller usage. I was going to say I kind of hate putting it on Zane because I don't want the commentator's curse, but I don't want to just ignore him as he goes off. Gathers it back up and on his way. Such an easy place to overdrive your car. I'm sure that's what he was thinking. That he just wanted to. Oh. Boom. Oh. Still going straight. A little damage on the front and front right. Alright, so let's see. Rick James here. Still comfortably in the lead by 13.5 seconds. UU here got a 9-second lead over Wiglub. Rad UU continuing second. Not much going on right now, just spread completely out. Got drivers in all different parts of the racetrack. Looks like our leader may be closing in on last place. Wiglub has decided to pit and is back out and on medium tires, so did not change tires, just got fuel to go to the end. Alright, so Rick James still in the lead by 14 seconds. UU second place by 20 seconds over third. Williams 6 seconds over Wiglub. Wiglub 10 seconds over Bubsy, and Bubsy's a minute and 15 ahead of Insane Zane. So I have a feeling Insane Zane is going to get a lap down. Head to the final corner here to finish lap 19. There you go. You can see Insane Zane up in the front there. And we're across lap 20 with 17 minutes to go. Divide 17 by 2 because it's roughly 2 minutes and some change. So we've got 17 minutes, half of 17, it'd be 8.5. So we've got about 9 laps left. And you use softs are done for, might go into pit this round, this lap, get some new tires and some fuel to the end, and that's the end of the pit stops for UU. Heading to the end of the bridge here. Williams. Tires look fine. Fuel looks fine. Should be able to get up into second place once UU makes a pit stop. Wiglub here, 7 seconds back from Williams in fourth. And 20 seconds on Bubsy. Insane Zane here in 6th place. You will not show him because I don't want a commentator curse him. So Rick James finishing up the final lap here on lap 20, and he's going into the pits. May as well get some tires and a full tank of fuel. Let's see if UU comes in too. Definitely needs to with those tires, and definitely does. So our front two going in the pits, taking on tires and fuel for one last time. Rick James comes out on the soft tires. I'd go softs too if I were this driver, since alright, UU is out on the soft tires. In 3rd place, Williams was able to leapfrog up into 2nd place. 6 seconds back is UU. UU only has 1.0 seconds left behind him. Bubsy in for another pit stop, getting a full tank of fuel. Rick James still in the lead. 13 minutes left. About 7 laps. Williams here in 2nd place. Kind of wedged right between 1st and 3rd. Red UU. storming through that straight stretch. See if Rick James can make one more circuit without crashing. Rick James still in the lead. Williams still here in second. UU pursued by Wiglub. Wiglub has used a lot of tires, so I think unless UU makes some mistakes, should be able to maintain that third place. We know that Wiglub does have some speed, so just think where he would be if he hadn't had that mistake there at the beginning or been involved in an incident. Bubsy here in 5th place. Get that controller flash going. Rick James in the lead by 9 seconds. I think he's probably doing some fuel saving maybe. Insane Zane has popped into the pits for one last time. A little bit of fuel. 10 minutes to go. About 4 laps maybe. Rick taking that line, but able to keep 2 wheels on the racetrack. If you go all 4 wheels off onto that, you'll get a half-second penalty. Williams here 9 seconds back and 8 seconds ahead of UU. UU with 1.29 over Wiglub. And it is Wiglub because he sent me a Discord message saying it's pronounced Wiglub. And I said, thank you. Because I would have said it was something like Wiglub. That I would say it German. It may not be German, but it screams German to me. So we have Rick James still in the lead. Williams still here in second. UU in 3rd place by 1.7 seconds. Gained half a second against 4th place. 4th place 48 seconds ahead of 5th place. And 5th place is 1 minute and 33 seconds ahead of 6th place. And we just keep catching Insane Zane hitting the walls. And we'll jump back up here to the front. Rick James in 1st place. Plenty of fuel, plenty of tires. 8 minutes left. So possibly 4 more laps. Williams in 2nd place, plenty of fuel and tires. UU, plenty of fuel and tires. Big Globe, plenty of fuel and not sure about tires, but I'm sure it's good to go to the end. Good on tires. Probably good on fuel too. So barring any big mistakes, this should be the order. And there's a mistake. And just got on the gas a little too soon, and then no grip on the gas or on the grass. And that'll put you right into the front corner of that bridge. If it did have any damage, it has repaired itself. So in the lead by 7 seconds, roughly 6.9 seconds. Williams ahead of UU by 9.8. And UU's still holding on to that 1.2 second lead over fourth place. Fourth place is gaining a little bit there, but I think the Porsche will make that up through this section here. .3, 1.4. Definitely stretching out through that section. Big Globe went a little wide there, but it was fast. Definitely got a big run out of turn 14 onto the front stretch. Knocked half a second off that. So this is our battle here, third and fourth. Down to 0.7 of a second. Closing in. Personal best. Through these S's. See if we can get it right. Those tires on that Renault screaming for grip. Definitely into the slipstream now going across the bridge. Porsche has the speed over that Renault. Late brake. Crucial turn here. Going on to this long straight section or no lift section. You pinched it off a little bit there and lost some time. Here's where the Renault will make it up on that Porsche. Pushing the rev limiter there. Half second. Might have something for third place going into turn one or into the final turn. Good run out of that. Closing in. UU goes a little wide. You heard that hit the wall just a little bit, and that was enough to slow his momentum down to keep him from getting that third place position. Taking a little wider line through there. Getting a better run off that curve. See if he can make a brake move right here. Kind of puts his nose there, but did not go for it. Coming through here through the S's before the bridge. Taking an inside line. Everybody safely through this section. Evenly matched across the bridge. Here's where he brakes a lot later than UU. Hit the apex. Everybody stays off the wall. Somebody just left. Did we lose our leader? I heard squealing tires, so I'm not sure what happened. But Williams has taken over the lead. Wiglub has taken over second place. Here's where it goes. Going on the inside. Got the speed. Brakes. Hits the apex. UU follows in behind. It's a good pass there, but we're not done. 1 minute left, so final lap coming up. UU puts the nose down. Oh, did not have enough speed. Not giving up on this second place, though. Wiglub holding on to it for now. See if that Porsche can make up some speed on that Renault going across the bridge. That might be the next opportunity for a pass at the end of the bridge. Everybody gets through there. Definitely good. Both under power. Coming across the bridge. UU in the slipstream. Wiglub. Oh, was that a little tap? Just a little touch of the guardrail there, but safely through enough to kind of slow it down. Final lap as we see here. Rick James is the one that disconnected or something. I'm not sure. UU's not making up that space, so it looks like this is where we're going to be. Williams being gifted the lead here. And that Ferrari's screaming towards the last corner. And there we go. And a little victory swagger there. And he takes the checkered flag for first place. Wiglub, after a horrendous start, comes back up to second place. And UU close behind in third. Bubsy will finish here in fourth place. Heading up into the technical section. Keeps it going. Kicking up a little dirt and rocks and grass. Just a couple more corners to go. A left, and a right. Keeps it going forward. And into the final turn. Okay, there we go. Fourth place. Bubsy Insane Zane has taken fifth place. So there we have it. The end of the race. Trying to find my controller here. Williams with the victory. And we'll go through here and check the results. Williams in first place, Wiglub second, UU third, Bubsy fourth, Insane Zane fifth, and a DNF for Rick James, who was in the lead at the time. Take a screenshot there of the finish. So that is the end of our race. Congratulations to all the drivers. Congratulations to Williams. And we will go ahead and end our stream at this point. So we have another round next week. And I'm not, well, you know what? I can look it up. See where we're going to be next week. It will be, we are in round 6, Suzuka, and I believe it's going to be raining. So that should make for a very interesting race. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time.